In my town, we have something called Keep Rockin' Beautiful, and it's an event held every year where students from all type of schools will come around and clean up litter from streams, the woods, and all other parts of the town. And it's not something that I really care too much about, honestly, since I'm from the city and I see trash every once in a while. But after going for my first time, they tell you that methane is one of the most powerful gases, and one of the major producers of methane is decomposing trash, actually. And after that, I was instilled with some good values, such as wanting to make a change and understanding. And through that, I learned that global warming is no longer a myth. It's actually happening right now. And some obvious uh, signs of that would be droughts, wildfires, and hurricanes, which can be signs that the world is changing, as well as this is a problem not only for the planet, but will soon be a major problem for us as a whole. In the past 100 years, from the Industrial Revolution to now, things have changed. Like, we've had planes, we've gone to the moon, pretty amazing things. Well, things have been changing like really well for us, advancements and everything, not necessarily the same as been happening for the planet. So things that have been bettering us, like these planes and this revolutionary stuff that has been going on, a byproduct of that can be seen as greenhouse gases. So you've probably heard about the greenhouse effect and its relation to global warming and climate change. But here the definition would be, so greenhouse gases are gases that are trap heat from the sun, actually, and the heat uses energy to keep life on Earth sustainable. And as the concentration of gases increase, so does temperature. And two major of those gases, greenhouse gases, would be carbon dioxide, which can be created from deforestation, like the tearing down of trees and burning of fossil fuels. Another major greenhouse gas would be methane, which we talked about before, which can be made from landfills, like big deposits of trash. If you've heard about that floating of island of trash in the ocean, that's a major thing that humans have caused. And another reason for methane would be agriculture, actually. And that is actually a fact according to NASA. And due to deforestation, landfills, and fossil fuels, things have really changed in this planet. According to the Intercontinental Panel of Climate Control, which is 1,300 scientific experts which came together to figure out more about climate control as a whole, all over the planet. And they concluded that 95% of the reason for global warming is due to humans. And they projected that there would be a 4-foot increase of water, actually, from the sea due to melting of ice caps. And they've actually seen that there's been a zero point 0.4 increase of temperature in the ocean, which has killed over 80% of the Great Coral Reef. If you've seen Finding Nemo, you know about the Great Coral Reef and how many ecosystems that obtains. And so, due to that, we want to see how can we decide that this is our fault. Some people that are still skeptical, you want to look at your own carbon footprint, which is going to be your amount of carbon you've put out in your life. So you look at America, which is the average carbon footprint would be 16 tons, actually. And we've had tons of things that happen in America, like the Industrial Revolution, and how we've had many convenient things. So you want to compare it to the rest of the world, which has actually less than 5 tons. So if you're as luxurious to have a car or electricity to turn on lights and trash receptacles, you should be able to carpool, turn off your lights when you're not using them, and recycle, reduce waste on your own. And there's people that go even above that, like Elon Musk, which has created Tesla and Solar City. So Tesla cars don't rely on diesel or fuel or fossil fuels. They actually use no emission electricity, which reduces waste, as well as his Solar City plan, which uses solar panels in shingles to not only cover your house, it also reduces the amount of power it takes in. So we can see that things have changed incredibly, but you want to be able to understand that if there isn't much of a change, things can change for the worse incredibly fast. And this won't be a problem for your grandchildren to wonder about how can I fix this? It's going to be how can I survive?